everyone. We are back. You're back. You're not dead yet. I'm sore. I'm feeling all these workouts. Something about these home workouts are just destroying me. So I'm feeling it. You're probably feeling it. We're going to take it a step back today, have a little bit of a recovery day. We're going to focus on core and balance today. So it's not going to be a super sweaty workout. If you're looking for some sweat flying, maybe go back and repeat that Tabata or Hurricane. So today's going to be a little bit slower. We're going to focus on that movement, focus on all those stabilizing muscles in our knees and ankles, focus on your core, all the things that are going to help keep you upright. So we have 3 sets of 3 exercises. We're going to go through each set 2 times, 1 minute each exercise with a 20-second rest. So it's going to be a good one today. It'll still be challenging, but don't fear. You'll be able to walk tomorrow, and hopefully you'll be feeling refreshed tomorrow. So I'm feeling a little exhausted today as well. It's 6 o'clock. It's after 6 o'clock, and I'm just getting to this now. Somehow, despite not really working much these days, I've been staying busy today. So yeah. Well, let's get started here. We got bird dogs, single leg glute bridge, and bear cats up first in this first set. So, bird dog. Oh, for equipment today, guys, 1 dumbbell. I have a 15. I would go heavy, but if you don't have a heavy one, it's not the end of the world. And an odd thing here, we have I have a stack of books. I have 3 large textbooks. Nutrition, Managing Stress, and Anatomy and Physiology. They're my biggest ones that I currently can find. So we're going to use them as a step. We actually do have a stepper here at our house, but I decided to use books instead because, you know, not everyone has a stepper, and I'm trying to use things that you guys can also follow along with at home. So go find some big textbooks to make a little step here for you, and 1 dumbbell. We're only going to use it for 1 exercise. So we have all the kitties here today. Here's the big boy. We got Bill, and then we got Sookie down on the towel there. You can see her. There's Sookie. All right. So once you got your equipment, start warming up a little bit. Easy jog in place, some jumping jacks, and we'll start with our first round here. We got bird dogs. So for bird dogs, we're going to be on all 4s. We're going to extend your opposite arm and leg out, bring them into touch, extend them back out, and then switch over to the other side. Out, touch in the center, extend, bring it back down. So that one, you'll feel in your core. You'll also feel yourself wobbling around a little bit there. Next up, we have single leg glute bridge. So we did glute bridges yesterday. These are going to be a little bit different. So we're going to lay it down, feet nice and close to your hips. 1 leg comes up with each raise. At the halfway point, we're going to switch sides. So try to get those hips up as high as you can here. As you can see, my hips aren't going up that high. If you have some mobility problems, you have some tightness, or just in general, if your glutes are weak, then you're probably not going to get your hips up that high. That's okay. Something that we can work on. Do the best you can. If you're getting your hips up high and it feels super easy and you're like not feeling challenged, feel free to throw that weight on your hips. And then the final one we got here is bear cat. So bear position, we got our hands right under our shoulders, knees are right under our hips. We're going to lift it up to your toes so your knees are just 1 inch above the ground. Curve your back, tuck your chin. Belly button gets pulled in as tight as it'll go. And we're just going to hold it. So for that position, your belly button is going to stay in there. And as you breathe, you're not going to release it. So you're going to keep those abdominals under constant stress the whole time there. And is keeping those knees in position right where they're at and trying not to move at all there. So that's our first round. I'm gonna say let's just go ahead and do 2 rounds here, and then we'll take a pause, and then I'll show you the next round, because we're not trying to fly through this super fast today. We're working on balance. It's a recovery day, so. All right. I'm so glad I put this towel out so I had something to work out on, because there's no room for me right now. It's just covered in cats. All right. So 10 seconds, we'll get started. We have that bird dog up first. So let's get ready, guys.
3, 2, 1.
All right, on all fours. Extend your opposite arm and leg out. Touch it in the center. Extend, bring it down. So we're moving nice and slow here. It's not a race. All right, we're already halfway there. All right, final 10 seconds. Fit one more in here.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, we got that single leg glute bridge up next. I'm just gonna move my timer a little closer. All right, so in 5 seconds, let's start with our right leg up.
3, 2, 1.
All right,
Go.
squeeze those glutes up, lower them back down. 30 seconds on this side, and then we'll switch it over. Remember, don't get discouraged if your hips aren't going up very high. All right, let's switch sides here. Left leg comes up. Maybe you'll notice that one side is easier than the other. I'm noticing that this side's a lot easier. All right, last 5 seconds here.
3, 2, 1.
All right, let's flip it over. We got that bear cat up next. All right, so we're in that bear position. Flip your toes. Hands are right underneath your shoulders.
3, 2, 1.
All right, lift those knees, curve your back, tuck your chin. Belly button in as tight as it goes. And breathe. I know a minute's a long time to hold this one. Make your core work here. Don't let those knees pop up as you get tired. We're halfway there. All right, last 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right, back to the beginning. We got that bear cat up first. Final time through. We got this. All right, 5 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
All right,
Go.
opposite arm and leg extend. Bring it into touch. Extend it out. halfway there, guys. All right, almost there. 4,
3, 2, 1. Rest.
all right, flip it over. Single leg glute bridge. I'm glad I put these in the beginning because honestly, these are one of my least favorite moves in general of any exercise. I know it's good, but
2, 1.
it's hard.
Go.
I feel like it looks like my hips aren't even moving off the ground. All right, almost there. Last one on this side. And switch legs. Ooh, I noticed such a difference when I switch sides. It's like, oh man, this feels so much better. It doesn't look much better, but it feels better. All right, last couple here.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
All right. Bear cats up last. Last one for this set here. Hands right under those shoulders. Knees right under those hips.
3, 2,
Ready?
1.
Lift those knees. Curve that back. Tuck your chin. And breathe. Keep those knees just an inch up from the ground. If you notice yourself starting to do this, bring it back down. That's not where we want your knees. Halfway there.
Three, two, one. Rest.
All right. Round 1 done. Not so bad, right? This is not a super challenging day. It's challenging in a different type of way. So next round of stuff, we're gonna stand it up. So, boop. We got single leg RDLs, but we're not gonna do these with any weights. So, we're gonna start on one leg, and we're just gonna hinge from those hips, and bring it back up. So, both legs can bend here. I feel like this is not a good angle to be seeing me at. That's better. So both knees will have a little bend in them, and then we're hinging forward from the hips. So notice how my hip bones are pointed towards the ground here. I'm not opening up here. I'm keeping it closed towards the ground, and then squeezing my butt to bring it back up. So your back leg is going to come up like a counterbalance. So we're kind of making a T with your body. Your leg can be bent, but make sure it's actually coming up. Because if you're not bringing your leg up, then you're not counterbalancing yourself at all. So nice and slow coming down, and then drive it back up. And then halfway through, we'll switch sides on that one. If your legs are feeling as tight as mine are from yesterday, might be a little bit of a challenge. Next up, we have heel drops. So this is where we're gonna grab our little platform, books, heavy box, whatever you're using. If you have a step, if you have some stairs nearby, the bottom step might be the perfect height for this. This isn't even like 6 inches. So we're gonna step on that, and then your leg that is not working is gonna go in front. We're gonna sit it down until that heel taps, bring it back up. Sit it back, drive it up. So if it feels too hard, bring your leg down so you're not going as deep. If it feels easy, try to get that leg up as high as you can so you're going a little deeper into this single leg squat, whatever you would like to call this. But for those of you who feel very challenged by pistol squats, this is something that's going to help get you the mobility to get into that full pistol. And then the last exercise here, we got windmills. So halfway through, we're going to switch sides on all of these. Windmills, palm is going to be open, and then your feet are going to be kind of pointed. You can't really see them. My left foot, dumbbells in my left hand, left foot's pointed that way, right foot is pointed straight ahead towards the laptop. I'm dipping down and then squeezing up tall. So my hips aren't moving, I'm only squeezing using that oblique here. So if you put your hand on your side, you should feel these muscles working here. Halfway through, we're gonna switch sides, feel that muscle elongate, and then squeeze to get you back up. So those are what we got next. Sound good? Let me move my books back here so you all can see me. Because as of right now, all you guys can really see is my boobs. All right. 10 seconds, we'll get going with that single leg RDL. So let's start on your right
3,
foot.
2,
Left leg is going to go back.
go.
So hinging forward. I'm losing my balance too. So both legs can bend here. And your hands, put your hands wherever it's going to help you keep your balance. If you want them at your hips, you can reach them out in front of you. You can also drop them straight down. Whatever helps you keep that balance. All right, let's switch sides. I am falling all over the place here, so don't feel bad if you are also. By now, you probably figured out which side is your harder side.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right. Heel drops coming up next. So step on that platform. Foot's going to come out in front. We got a few seconds here. I feel like I pushed the camera a little too far away.
3, 2, 1,
All right, let's
go.
Squat it down, tap, bring it back up. Looking good, guys. So if you guys are noticing, I'm stumbling along here too. Even though we're not sweating a lot today, these are still challenging moves. Last one, switch sides. Remember, with balance, if we don't use it, we are going to lose it. We don't get better at balance by not working on this, but we can get better if we just keep pushing through. Don't worry about all the little mistakes.
3, 2, 1,
All right.
rest.
Then grab that dumbbell. We got the windmills up next. Let's start with it in your left hand. Feet are going to be pointed Right foot pointed right towards the screen, left foot angled out at the side. So we're going to
3,
dip down,
2, 1,
come back up.
go.
Dip down, squeeze it up. Feel that muscle stretching out and squeezing to get you back up. All right, one more here. And let's switch sides. Switch those feet. So remember, we don't want to push our butt back or stick our hips out to the side here. Our upper body is just moving straight to the side like we're stuck in between two panes of glass.
Three, two, one,
And
rest.
All right, one more time through these. So back to that single leg RDL. Let's start on your weaker side. Whichever side you thought was weaker, let's start on that first.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right, let's go, guys. Hinge from those hips. Flat back here. So if you're choosing to reach with your arms, try not to curve. Keep those shoulders back, chest up. If you're noticing you're starting to curve, try putting your hands up by your ears. That's going to help force your back to stay flat. And then let's switch over to that other side. I thought I did my bad side first, but now it feels like this is my bad side. Maybe I just have two bad sides. All right, last few seconds.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right, one down. Back to that stack of books or step. I really hope whatever you're using is steady and you're not falling all over the place here. So let's get ready here.
3, 2,
Foot out in
1,
front.
go.
Dip it down. Bring it up. Slow and controlled. If you notice you're shaking a little bit, those knees and ankles, that's okay. You're just forcing those little tendons to do what they're supposed to be doing. It's such a small movement, but it makes a big difference. Let's switch over to the other side. All right, last couple here.
3, 2, 1, rest.
All right. Back to the windmills. Grab that weight. Let's start on that right side this time. So point those feet accordingly, palm out.
3, 2,
All right,
1,
let's dip it down
go.
and squeeze it up. Remember, don't let those shoulders dip forward. Keep those shoulders back. Really focus on squeezing that oblique here. If you really focus on that muscle that's working, then it won't really make a huge difference if you're not using a super heavy weight. Switch sides. It's nice to have heavy weights here, but sometimes just having a little bit of good mind-muscle connection can make all the difference here. Almost there, guys. Last 10 seconds.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
Rest.
And rest. All right. Made it through our second round. All right, we only have one more round of 3 exercises left. I'm getting a little sweaty somehow, huh? Guess I will need to shower today. Just kidding, I shower every day. Side plank with a star. So let's dip this back to the ground here. So we're gonna go into a side plank. So stack those feet, reaching that arm straight up ahead. We're gonna open it up. When you're ready, lifting that opposite leg up. If you need to close it, you can close it. You don't need to hold it the whole time, but try to get that leg up. And then halfway through, we'll switch sides. Next up, we got running man. So for this one, we're gonna take one leg back. Man, it's so hard to get the right angle here. We're gonna take one leg back, but we're not gonna step it down, it's floating. Bring it up and drive. Float that leg back, get into that front leg. So that leg here is not touching the ground the whole time. And then we'll switch sides halfway through. Final one, we have plank with a step. So grab your pile of books again, or head over to your stairs. Don't mind me just shifting everything around here. We're going in plank position. We're gonna walk it up to that step, and then back down. Up, up, down, down. Sound good, guys? This is the last round. Let's get that core fired up a little bit here. We'll go in 10 seconds with that side plank. All right, get ready, everyone.
3, 2, 1, go.
So stack those arms, or feet. Reach your arm up overhead. When you're ready, lift that leg up. Hold it as long as you can, and then you can bring it back down. We only got 10 seconds left on this side. Bring it up. Hold, 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 and switch sides. Lift it up there. And when you're ready, start up. One side's always a little easier than the other, right? Last 10 seconds. Get those hips up there. Try not to let those hips droop. I know mine are starting to.
3, 2, 1.
And rest. All right, running man is up next. So halfway through, we're gonna switch sides. Let's stand it up. All right, right leg is gonna come back first, but we're not gonna set it down. It's gonna be
3,
straight.
2,
Ready?
1,
Bring it
go.
back. Drive it up. Slowly bring it back. Oop, I'm already falling. Nice work, guys. Almost there on this side. One more. And switch it over to that other side. Get deep into that front leg. Drive that knee up. Remember, we're not letting that leg touch until we're done.
Three, two, one.
And rest.
Rest.
All right. Now, as you might have noticed, you might have had one side that was a bit easier than the other. Totally normal. I noticed it for sure. You're always going to have one side that's a little easier than the other when you're working on balance. And just means you have to work a little harder on that other side. Let's lift it up to plank. Walk it up, up, down, down. Take this at your own pace. Keep that butt tucked in. Try to alternate which side is leading on your way up. Halfway there. Last 10 seconds. Whew, I'm getting a little quiet. These are hard.
3, 2, 1.
All right. One round left. All right. So we got that side plank. Whew, deep breath.
3, 2,
Let's get ready.
1.
Stack those arms.
Go.
Stack those feet. Reach your arm up towards the ceiling. Star it out. And don't let those hips dip down. All right, try to hang on to the last couple seconds and switch sides. I feel like I'm getting a little too quiet here, guys, and I'm sorry about that. The core is definitely a weak point for me.
3, 2, 1. Rest.
Core is one of the hardest things that I do, and I will be totally fine in any given workout as long as there's no core. And it's adding up here. Let's bring it up for that running man.
3, 2,
I'll lay the right leg back.
go.
Get into that front leg and drive it up. Last time doing this. So isn't it funny how even the smallest movements can add up here? Whoop, losing the balance. Give me one more good running man on this side, and then switch it up. Man, I hope you guys are fumbling around as much as I am, because I am feeling so uncoordinated right now. I used to be a figure skater, and balance used to come so easy to me. And now, 10 years later,
3,
it's not coming so easy anymore.
rest.
Last one, we got the plank. One more minute of work, guys, and we're done. Let's take a couple of deep breaths here.
3, 2, 1. Go.
All right, lift it up, 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 down, down. Keep that butt tucked in, belly button in tight. All right, halfway, guys. I am dribbling sweat all over my nutrition book right now. I hope I'm not the only one.
Three, two, one.
Whew, we are done, folks. All right, I can talk again. The core is over. Nice work, everyone. Grab a quick drink. Let's move some of that equipment aside, or books, whatever you're using. Let's get a little space here to stretch. Let's lay it down on your belly. Whew. Deep breath here. Let's push it up. Shoulders back, look up. And lower it down. That ended up being more of a workout today than I thought it was going to be. Completely doable, but a little harder than expected. And isn't it always that way with balance? Think about it. You think, oh, it's easy. No, it's not easy. Let's lift it up to all fours. And let's take a couple cat-cows here. So exhale, curve your back, tuck your chin. Inhale, arch it, look up. Go at your own pace here, move with your own breath. All right. Then let's take that right leg out in front. Push those hips forward. And then let's reach those arms overhead. Arch that back and look up. And bring those hands to the inside of your foot. Push those hips forward. And then let's switch sides. Left leg comes forward. Press those hips forward. Reach your arms up. Arch that back. And then bring those hands to the inside of that foot. Sink a little bit deeper here. And then let's bring that leg back. Knees come out wide, toes together. Sink those hips back into a child's pose. And then let's bring it up to those hands and toes. Shift your hips back into a down dog. Try to get those heels down to the ground. You can alternate a little bend in each knee to get a little bit deeper into each side. Oh, hey, Bug. Bug always likes to join for the stretching. He's into stretching. He's not really working out, though. He's a yoga cat. When you're ready, we'll walk those hands back up to your toes. Roll it up. And we are all done, guys. Thank you for joining me again. I'm sorry if I got a little quiet on today's workout. I always underestimate the fact that core gets me every time. That's probably my weak spot. So that's what we're doing here. We have all this time at home during quarantine. We might as well work on the things that we don't normally make time for, right? So hope you all are being productive. Remember, if you're liking these videos, if this is helping you out, leave a comment, like it, let me know you're watching. I'm not some expert with cameras. I'm just some average trainer with a laptop
I move it around up and down, and I don't really know what I'm doing. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know if it is. We got Sookie. All the cats come back at the end. They want to say goodbye. Bye, Sookie. All right, so I will see you guys all tomorrow. I hope you guys are all feeling good and you're all feeling recovered, and we'll get back at it tomorrow. Bye, guys. Nice work.